Hey there, Jen of jenspringer.com, and let's talk about adrenal fatigue recovery. I remember first learning about adrenal fatigue probably in 2007, and there was one book by James Wilson, that adrenal fatigue guide, the black cover with the kind of gray on there, and that was the only book that we had about adrenal fatigue. And I thought to myself, everybody one day is going to be talking about adrenal fatigue, and we've arrived there. So and the thing is with adrenal fatigue, and the most important thing to realize with the recovery from having adrenal fatigue is this: adrenal fatigue happens for a reason. You always have to remember that there is a reason, and if that a reason is not addressed, you will never recover. So part of the process of putting together a protocol for yourself, or when you're working with a practitioner, is to consider and really dig and be an investigator, trying to figure out what led up to the adrenal fatigue. Because our adrenals are the stress modulators. They're really trying to keep your head above water and keep you going. And so your body wants to be calm. Your body wants to sleep. Your body wants to be relaxed and everything to be working. Your body likes to be in what we call a parasympathetic state. And if you're in a sympathetic state for too long, which is fight or flight, running, stress, running, the body gets whacked out. And we call the HPA axis, the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis, and add in a fourth thing, the thyroid, HPAT, hypothalamus pituitary thyroid adrenal. We have all these things together, and they're always talking to each other. And when one thing is out of whack, the other things get out of whack. And so when we look at adrenal fatigue, it's important to address and support your adrenals, but really dig deeper and find out, why is this happening? What happened in the 6 months to a year plus prior to the crash happening? Look at things like divorce, infection, toxic exposure. That was me with toxic mold. If you're interested in toxic mold, search my YouTube channel, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Lots of good stuff always here. And that was one of my things. Not getting enough sleep, not eating right, underlying fungal infections. And the number one thing for adrenal issues is that this is almost always missed, because people say, I have adrenal fatigue, and I look at them and say, no, most likely you have a thyroid issue. And that's really, most of the time, the cause of the thyroid issue, of the adrenal issue, is the thyroid. So the thyroid has to be addressed, because when the thyroid is clinically or subclinically hypo or under functioning, the adrenals are running to try to catch up and keep things going, and they can't. And over time, they're getting tired. Ooh, I can't keep up. And their adrenals are going, okay, I'm trying. Whew, yeah, I'm burning through all the nutrients in your body, your B vitamins, your minerals, and I really can't keep up anymore. And then over time, your adrenals are like, I'm over it, guys. And you feel like a basket case. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you feel like you got the jitters, or you can't get out of bed, you got panic attacks, you got the crazies, all those things that go along with the adrenals. But really, what was underneath that most of the time is thyroid. And so, what do you do with that? Well, there's a lot of things you could do, and I don't want to get into all the protocol in this video, because there's a lot, and you often need tests and things like that, and I could do those in other videos. But just know the first step of recovery is to get your root cause identified. Most of the time it's thyroid. Secondary is some type of environmental stressor, or some type of overgrowth like candida. Could possibly be some other type of infection. I've seen even teeth infected, causing people to have severe issues over the long term. So some type of chronic infection or overgrowth. And then, of course, emotional stress. Your work, your married life, your kids, your friends, whatever is going on. So if you feel like you're hanging from a thread and you can't seem to catch up, and you feel like one day you're just going to snap or implode, and your adrenals you think are the culprit, let's look a little deeper. You're on the right track thinking it's adrenals, but we got to ask, why are these adrenals having a challenge? And then we go from there. So simple things. If you need assistance or you have any questions, head over to jenspringer.com. You'll see a little thing come up. You can send me a message. Maybe we need to do a quick chat. There's a lot of things you could do to support your adrenals, but you also have to know what's going on with your adrenals in order to know what support you need. Because some herbs raise cortisol, some herbs lower cortisol. Some things will help you modulate. So not everything is right. Rhodiola versus holy basil versus ashwagandha. Everybody's different. So we need to figure that out and what is the right thing for you. So I hope this is helpful. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and let's get you back on track to recover your adrenals. All right, guys, we'll see you later.